There comes a moment in life when you realize the world has been too loud for too long, noise everywhere, opinions everywhere, people telling you who to be, how to think, what success looks like, how fast you should move, how much money you should make, how many followers you should have. And in the middle of all that chaos, the most important voice in your life slowly disappears, your own. 2026 is not the year to impress everybody. It is the year to find yourself again. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. Not weak, not disconnected, not hiding, silent with purpose. Because real power does not scream. Real power moves in silence. The strongest people in this world are not always the loudest in the room. The strongest people are the ones who can control their emotions when life punches them in the face. The strongest people are the ones who can stay disciplined when nobody is watching. The strongest people are the ones who build quietly while others are busy talking. Most people uncertain everything. They announce their goals before they've earned them. They post every idea, every move, every plan, every dream. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Energy leaks through unnecessary words. Stop telling people what you are about to do. Do it first. Let results speak. You do not need applause to grow. A seed grows underground in complete darkness before the world ever sees it. And maybe that's your season right now. Maybe life is pulling you away from distractions because something greater is being built inside you. Do not fear isolation. Isolation can become transformation. There are people right now wasting years trying to convince others of their value instead of building value within themselves. Listen carefully. When you truly improve yourself, you do not have to beg for respect. Your presence changes. Your energy changes. Your standards change. Everything changes. 2026 must become the year of inner work. Wake up earlier. Train your body. Control your mind. Read more. Learn more. Speak less. Observe more. React less. Build more. Most people are addicted to attention. That addiction destroys focus. Every notification steals your energy. Every comparison weakens your confidence. Every argument drains your spirit. You do not need to attend every battle you are invited to. Silence is a strategy. Sometimes the best response is no response. Sometimes the best revenge is growth. Sometimes the greatest statement is disappearing long enough to rebuild yourself completely. Imagine what would happen if you spent the next 12 months fully focused on your health, your mindset, your goals, your future, your discipline. Imagine if instead of proving yourself to others, you proved yourself to yourself. That changes a human being forever, because confidence is not built by motivational quotes. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself repeatedly. Every workout you finish, every distraction you resist, every hard moment you survive. Every morning you get up when you do not feel like it, that is where self-respect is born. And once a person truly respects themselves, the world begins to respect them too. Stop chasing validation from people who are lost themselves. Stop lowering your standards just to fit into rooms that were never designed for your growth. Some people will misunderstand your silence. Let them. Some people will call you distant. Let them. Not everybody deserves access to your energy. Protect your peace. You cannot build an extraordinary life with a distracted mind. The truth is, many people are exhausted not because they work too hard, but because they focus on too many meaningless things. Drama, gossip, comparison, fake competition, other people's opinions. None of that builds your future. Focus. A focused person is dangerous. A disciplined person is unstoppable. A silent person with a vision is unpredictable. And that is exactly why you must stay committed when nobody notices your PR. Ogress. The world celebrates winners, but it never sees the lonely nights, the sacrifices, the self-doubt, the failures, the repetition, the discipline behind greatness. Do not quit during the invisible phase. The caterpillar disappears before it becomes a butterfly. Transformation requires separation. Growth requires discomfort. Success requires patience. You are not behind in life. You are being prepared. But preparation demands responsibility. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is going to magically change your future. Your habits are creating your destiny every single day. Every day matters. Every hour matters. The small choices you make repeatedly will either build your dream life or destroy it slowly. And listen to this carefully, your environment matters. If you spend your time around negativity, excuses, laziness, and small thinking, eventually it enters your mind. Protect your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Feed your mind strength. Feed your mind purpose. Feed your mind vision. 2026 cannot be another year of excuses. No more someday. No more waiting for motivation. No more blaming the past. No more talking without action. This is the year you become obsessed with becoming better than you were yesterday. Quietly, patiently, relentlessly. One day people will ask how you changed so much. They will wonder where your confidence came from. They will wonder how you became stronger, calmer, wiser, more focused. And the answer will be simple. You stopped chasing noise. You focused on yourself. You stayed silent. And you went to work. The loudest people often achieve the least because they confuse attention with progress. We live in a world where everyone wants to be seen, heard, noticed, and validated. People announce goals before they take the first step. They speak endlessly about dreams they have not worked for yet. They spend more time trying to look successful than actually becoming successful, but talking about self. Success and building success are two completely different things. Real achievement requires focus, discipline, patience, and sacrifice. Those qualities are usually developed in silence. Look closely at people who truly dominate in life. Most of them are not wasting energy proving themselves every day. They are too busy working. While others are posting every move online, they are improving their skills. While others are arguing, complaining, and seeking attention, they are building businesses, strengthening their minds, training their bodies, and preparing for opportunities quietly. Noise creates illusion. Work creates results. Many people feel productive simply because they talk about what they plan to do. Talking gives temporary satisfaction. It tricks the mind into feeling accomplished before real action happens. But life does not reward intentions. Life rewards execution. Anybody can say they want success. Anybody can say they want discipline. Anybody can say they want a better future. But only a few are willing to wake up early when they are tired, stay committed when progress is slow, and continue working when nobody is clapping for them. That is why the quiet worker often surpasses the loud dreamer. Silence protects your vision. When you constantly share your plans with everybody, you expose yourself to unnecessary opinions, negativity, jealousy, and doubt. Not everyone wants to see you grow. Some people secretly enjoy watching others stay average because it makes them feel comfortable about their own limitations. The moment you understand this, you stop explaining your every move. You move differently. You become more intentional with your energy. Instead of trying to impress people, you invest that energy into becoming stronger. Instead of competing for attention, you compete with the version of yourself from yesterday. That is where real growth begins. Quiet people often achieve more because they spend less time reacting and more time improving. They understand that every distraction steals momentum. Every unnecessary argument drains focus. Every attempt to prove yourself to people takes energy away from your purpose. And purpose requires concentration. A distracted mind struggles to create extraordinary results. Success demands deep focus over long periods of time. It demands consistency when emotions change. It demands discipline when motivation disappears. Loud people often chase short-term attention because it feels rewarding in the moment. Quiet people chase long-term transformation, and long-term transformation always wins. There is also power in mystery. When you stop announcing every goal, people stop expecting things from you. They underestimate you. They assume nothing is happening. Meanwhile, you are growing in silence. You are developing skills. You are becoming mentally stronger. You are creating habits that slowly change your entire future. Then one day, the results appear suddenly to everyone else. But no, something happened suddenly. It was built quietly day after day. In 2026, stop wasting energy trying to appear successful. Stop talking so much about what you will do someday. Focus on action. Focus on discipline. Focus on becoming so skilled, so focused, and so consistent that your results become impossible to ignore. Because at the end of the day, the world does not remember who talked the most. The world remembers who showed up, stayed consistent, and delivered results quietly. Too many people spend their entire lives trying to prove themselves to others. They want approval from family, friends, society, strangers on the internet, and people who may never truly care about them. They change their personality to fit in, chase attention to feel valuable, and compare their journey with everyone around them. But the more energy you spend proving yourself to others, the less energy you have left to improve yourself. And that is the trap. Real growth begins the moment you stop asking the world for permission to become who you are meant to be. Focus your energy on growth, not on proving yourself to others, because proving yourself is endless. No matter how much you achieve, somebody will still criticize you. Somebody will still misunderstand you. Somebody will still doubt your ability. If your confidence depends on outside validation, your happiness will always remain unstable. But when your focus shifts inward, everything changes. Growth is personal. It is the private decision to become stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually every single day. It is waking up and asking yourself, how can I become better than I was yesterday? Instead of asking, how can I impress people today? Those are two completely different mindsets. One mindset creates temporary attention. The other creates lasting transformation. Most people waste years trying to win approval from people who are struggling with their own insecurities. They explain themselves too much. They defend every decision. They seek recognition before they have even built real confidence within themselves. But confidence does not come from compliments. Confidence comes from evidence. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes evidence. Every difficult moment you survive becomes evidence. Every distraction you resist becomes evidence. Every day you stay disciplined becomes evidence. That is how self-belief is built. When you focus on growth, you stop being controlled by other people's opinions. You understand that criticism cannot stop a person who is committed to improving. In fact, sometimes criticism becomes fuel. Instead of reacting emotionally, you become more focused. Instead of arguing, you work harder. Instead of seeking revenge, you elevate yourself. That is power. The truth is, people who are obsessed with proving themselves often become exhausted because they are chasing something they can never fully control: the opinions of others. You cannot control how people please see you. You cannot control gossip, judgment, or negativity, but you can control your habits, your mindset, your work ethic, and your standards. That is where your power lives. Focus on becoming so disciplined that distractions lose their control over you. Focus on becoming so mentally strong that rejection no longer breaks your spirit. Focus on becoming so skilled that opportunities begin chasing you instead of you chasing validation. Growth changes your energy. When a person is truly improving themselves, they carry a different presence. They become calmer, more focused, more confident. They stop reacting to everything. They stop competing with everyone. They understand that life is not a race against others. It is a daily battle against their own limitations. And that battle requires full attention. Imagine where your life could be 1 year from now if you stopped wasting energy on comparison, drama, and proving your worth to people who refuse to see it. Imagine what would happen if you invested that same energy into learning, building, training, reading, healing, and growing. Your entire future could change. In 2026, stop shrinking yourself to gain acceptance. Stop explaining your dreams to people committed to staying average. Stop measuring your value through the opinions of others. Instead, focus on your growth so deeply that one day your transformation speaks louder than anything you could ever say. In 2026, let your results speak louder than your words, because the world has already heard enough promises. People talk about dreams every day. They talk about success, discipline, ambition, and goals. They announce what they are going to do before they even begin. But words alone do not change lives. Action does. Consistency does. Results do. Anybody can make promises when they feel inspired. Anybody can speak confidently when life is easy. But real character is revealed through actions repeated daily, especially when nobody is watching. The truth is, most people are addicted to talking because talking feels productive. It creates temporary excitement. It gives the illusion of progress. But life never rewards talk. Life rewards execution. There is a huge difference between being interested in success and being committed to success. Interested people speak about what they want. Committed people quietly build the habits required to achieve it. Interested people make excuses when conditions become difficult. Committed people adapt, learn, and continue moving forward no matter what. That is why results matter more than words. Results cannot be faked for long. Results expose discipline. Results expose consistency. Results reveal who stayed focused while others wasted time chasing distractions. And the beautiful thing about results is that they remove the need to constantly explain yourself to people. When your life begins improving, people notice. When your mindset becomes stronger, people notice. When your body becomes heart, slithers, people notice. When your work ethic changes, people notice. When your confidence grows, people notice. You no longer need to convince anyone because your actions begin speaking on your behalf. Too many people waste energy trying to appear successful instead of becoming successful. They want recognition before they have earned it. They want applause before they have sacrificed anything meaningful. But true growth happens privately long before the world sees public success. A building looks impressive from the outside because the foundation underneath was built correctly first. Your life works the same way. If your habits are weak, your confidence becomes weak. If your discipline is inconsistent, your progress becomes inconsistent. But when you focus daily on building yourself, your results slowly become undeniable. And that process requires patience. Most people quit because they expect instant results. They go to the gym for 1 month and become discouraged when their body has not transformed yet. They start a business and lose motivation when success takes longer than expected. They begin working on themselves but stop the moment life becomes uncomfortable. But success has always belonged to those who continue after excitement disappears. Results come from repetition. The small things you do every single day are shaping your future more than dramatic moments ever will. One workout may not change your body immediately, but years of discipline will. 1 hour of studying may not change your life overnight, but consistent learning creates expertise. One positive decision may seem small today, but repeated daily, it becomes transformation. Never underestimate small, consistent actions. In 2026, stop announcing every plan to the world. Protect your goals with action instead of words. Move differently. Let people underestimate you while you improve quietly. Let them doubt your vision while you keep working, because nothing surprises people more than SOMO. Knee who stops talking and starts producing results consistently. Silence combined with discipline creates powerful momentum. The reality is many people talk because they are searching for validation. They want approval before they have built confidence within themselves. But real confidence does not come from praise. It comes from knowing you are doing the work regardless of who notices. That kind of confidence changes everything. You become calmer because you no longer feel pressure to prove yourself constantly. You become more focused because your energy is directed toward growth instead of attention. You become stronger because your identity is built on habits rather than opinions. And eventually, your results begin opening doors that words never could. Opportunities respect preparation. Success respects consistency. Life respects action. In 2026, become so disciplined that your work ethic becomes your reputation. Become so focused that distractions lose their power over you. Become so committed to growth that people can see the difference in your energy, mindset, and presence without you saying a single word. Because at the end of the day, people may forget what you said, but they will always remember what your results revealed about who you became.